Hello friends, welcome to Unique Designers India. Today we are going to see a small designing video, and the blouse provided is this color. It is of a light silverish white color, and the sari color is this one. It is like a kind of maroon color, maroon or reddish maroon, something like that, and it's a different color also. And this is the blouse material provided with the sari, but the customer has taken this material for blouse and they have given this for the sample color. Now they have asked for a boat neck along with pot neck. This is the marking I have done with the help of tailors. This is actually boat neck and pot neck. And on one side they wanted a few flowers like this, flowers and leaves arranged in the form of a creeper. And I have finished a small portion of the work. Now I am going to share with you about what kind of stitches we are going to use in these flowers and leaves. So we are going to start with the work in this leaf portion. Actually the sari had maximum of silver color zari and that maroon color material. So we are using silver color zari instead of gold. I have drawn two different types of leaves. These leaves are very small ones and this is a little bigger leaf, and I am going to do different type of work for both the leaves. So first let me start with the small leaves. I am going to complete the small leaves with a single zari outline, silver zari outline. Just make a chain stitch outline for the small leaves. Let all the leaves be separated, and I am now going to attach the leaves with the stem portion. Here is the stem portion. Like this we have to make all the leaves. Wherever I have drawn small leaves, I am going to complete them with a single silver zari outline. And for the bigger leaves, let me tell you how I am going to work. Even for the bigger leaves, we are going to use the same silver zari only. Start here. For the small leaves, we are given only one single outline chain stitch, but for the bigger leaves, I am going to make 2 or 3 outlines to get the shape, make it sharper. Now you have to do the second line inside the first line, and very close to the first line. There should not be any gap in between the two lines. Similarly we have to make another line so that we get 3 chain stitch outlines for the bigger leaves. So similarly I am going to complete all the small leaves and big leaves for all over the design. Let me complete the leaves and then come back to you. Now we have completed all the silver outlining work for the leaves, and we are going to fill the small leaves with the green color thread. Actually there is no green color in the sari, but still I am using green color just to highlight the work. In such floral designs we can use green color even if it is not in the sari also, but we have to choose which type of green we are going to use, either dark green or light green. You have to choose according to the base color of the cloth and also the contrast color. Like for the flower we are going to use a maroon color. No, for that maroon color, this dark green will be matching for it. So to make the stitch, I am starting in the center of the leaf. Make a long stitch to the tip of the leaf, bring it back, and again a short stitch, then to the sides, 2 stitches on either side. So the leaf filling will be very mild. Let us say we are not going to fill it with thick green color material. We are going to give only a light shade of green, only then it will be nice. Like this we have to complete all the small leaves. I finish it and then show. We have completed almost all the leaves, and now we are going to work on the flower. For the flower I have given outline silver zari outline for all the petals, and for each petal I have separated it into two portions. This is the outer layer and this is the inner layer. On the outer layer I am going to do with the thread work. Take the thread from this portion of the petal, and can you see the line marked here? And I'm going to make a stitch, buttonhole stitch here, reverse, again a short stitch, and again a long one. Though I have marked the line here, I am not going to follow the exact line. It is just a mark here, but I'm not going to follow the exact thing. A few stitches will be longer than this line and few stitches will be shorter than this line. It should be a random effect, only then it will give a proper shading effect. See, this is long one. Next one can be little more shorter here. I'm planning to give a shading effect with the silver zari like in the next petal. That's why I'm making random stitches like this. If you're going to complete the outer layer of the petal with thread work. You can make closer stitches without more gap in between the stitches. Now the outer layer is filled with thread work, and now we are going to make the inner layer. For inner layer I am taking the silver zari, start from this portion, that is the inner portion of the petal, and make the same buttonhole stitches. The stitches should go in between the thread work. In few places in between the thread and few places this side, shorter than the previous stitches. You can make a shading effect with this type of stitches. You can even use two thread works. One is here I am using one thread and one zari, and instead you can use even two shades of thread, like dark pink and light pink, or sky blue and dark blue. You can even make shadings like that. Similarly, we have to complete all the petals of both the flowers. I'll finish it and then show you. Here I have drawn a few small flowers, 6 petaled small round flowers, and I am going to give an outline for the flowers with thread. For the big flower we have given zari outline thread, and for the small flower we are giving outline with the thread. No need to cut each and every petal, you can just continuously make the chain stitch outline for the flower. Similarly, we have to complete all the small flowers, and then I'll show you how to do the filling for these flowers. Now we have completed all the small flowers with the thread outline, and we are going to fill these flowers with some bead work. For filling these flowers, I am taking two types of beads. This is sugar bead, color sugar bead, little matching to the thread that we have used here, and number 3 round pearl beads. I am using these two beads to fill the small flowers. And to stitch the beads I am using only normal sewing thread. You can start from here in the middle of the flower, at the bottom of one petal, take out the thread like this, make a long stitch towards the outside, and again a short stitch. Now load your needle with one sugar bead and one pearl bead. Take like this, and we have to stitch it here. Again a short stitch. Now to the next petal, repeat the same thing. One sugar bead and one pearl bead. Get it back, stitch again. So you can do the same thing for all the flowers. Now the small flower is complete, and we have made few more bigger size leaves all over the design now. So we have to fill in the space in between the leaf outline. We have given 3 lines of zari outline, and there's a space, small space in between the leaves. So I'm going to fill it with the sugar bead. This color sugar bead. You can take either 3 or 4 beads and just stitch them straight like this. In the same way, complete all the small flowers and the big leaves. Let me finish them and then show you all. Now we have completed all the flowers in this design, and for the small flower, for the center portion, I have used 1 pearl bead surrounded by a line of sugar bead, color sugar bead, and for the big flower, there is the space in between the petals is little bigger, and so I have used the sugar beads in the water filling effect, and in the center place I have to keep a pearl bead. I have to get search for it and keep one nice pearl bead. And for the neckline, there is another simple work. Let me show how to do it. Here in the neckline, I am going to use a simple stitch called running stitch. For that, I have taken a normal needle, and I have threaded it with 8 strands of silk thread. Those thread that I have used for the flowers, I have used the same thread here also. And hope you all know about the simple basic stitching in Western embroidery, that is freestyle embroidery. This is called the running stitch. You take the thread from the first point, then you have to make even stitches like this, in, out, in, out, but the space should be even, only then you will get this kind of stitch. This is the first time I am using this stitch here. This is because the customer asked for such a type of work in this blouse. Let me see how it comes out. You have to make a line like this around the neck, and you have to be very careful that the thread doesn't get tangled. Every now and then you have to make it straight. There should not be any loops. Our blouse is almost complete now, and you have given a line of running stitch for the neckline, and this shading flower is something new which I have tried for the first time in the blouse, and I've got the tracing paper of this design also. I'll share it in my blog, and the blog link will be given in the description box. You can use it for your blouses and other kurtis also. Thank you for watching. Bye.